I offered didn't like braids. Like I couldn't tell you why. What's popping, gang? It's your girl Sammy Alexis, and we're back with another video. Now you may ask why she still got that same still hairstyle. Okay, so before we get into the video, I want you to help me out real quick. Do y'all think because I want to do a video about like natural hair care products and what I use on my high porosity hair. So before I take my braids down, I wanted to kind of like show y'all the products that I use before washing my hair. So that's kind of why I've been like holding off on, you know, taking out my hair, changing my hairstyle, because I kind of want to do something with the natural hair real quick, because I know people have been asking me about skincare, people asking me about hair care. So just drop below down in the comments what you guys want to see when it comes to pertaining to my hair or my skin, because girl, this won't be happening overnight, babe. Okay, today I'm gonna be doing my first impression of all the CBC girls. When I tell you all of them, nobody's safe. So before we get into the video, I need you to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, because we on the road to 12K. So I decided to do this video because I have this thing where I don't like really opening up to people. Like I'll talk to people that I don't know if they speak to me first. I don't really like opening up to people like that. I don't really like talking to people like that unless like I know you. Like it'll be a high and by with me and you if I'm not really too comfortable with you. A lot of the people that I'm close to now and I speak to, there was a point in time when I wasn't cool with them or wasn't friends with them, and I've told them before, like, wow, once we've gotten cool, of course, I've told them like, you know, I never really used to like you, right, before we was cool. And they mouth be dropping like, oh my gosh, like da da da. But that's just me. Like I won't ever tell somebody that like how I felt really about them until I get like comfortable, or until like I feel like you can take, not really criticism, but you will take what I say, you know, with a grain of salt. Like you won't be tight about it, because I'm just saying like this is how I felt before I got to meet you, before I spoke to you, before I got to know you. Before I met some of the girls at the semi-finalists, some girls even wrote me. Mind you, it was 50 girls that showed up to the semi-finalists, and some of the girls actually had found my Instagram from me posting the congratulatory email that I got, because they actually made like a group chat on who the semi-finalist girls were before coming to Houston. And like, I kid you not, Merce 305, she reached out to me too. I remember, that's who y'all gonna remember. So it don't make sense to really tell you about other people, because y'all not gonna know who they are. But that's besides the point. A lot of the girls have reached out to me beforehand, and I'm kind of sort of like in my head I was like, why y'all bitches writing me? Like, why y'all talking to me? Like, ain't it supposed to be a competition? Why y'all trying to be my friend? I'm just here to tell you my impressions of the CBC girls, on how I thought about them before I really like dug deep into their personality, spoke to them, stayed in a crib with them. So that's basically what this video is going to be about. And mind you, disclaimer, this is not about no social media thing. This is not about what y'all see on the reunion, what y'all seen in the show. This is not about nothing. This is strictly my thoughts on how I felt about them before meeting them and getting to know them. So just know that. The first girl we're gonna start with is Blue Eyes, Genesis. Genesis, what can I say about Genesis? I actually remember her because we were in the circle, and she was like one of the first people. She was even in like the semi-finalist videos, if you could go back on Carmen's page and watch it. She actually spoke, and I was like probably a couple girls down from her. And I would say I liked her energy. I really loved her energy. She was just there. You know what I'm saying? She was just there. So I don't really think nothing of Blue Eyes. The next girl is Miss Godly, Shamara. From semi-finalists, I don't remember seeing her at all. We cool now, but we're not talking about now. Godly, I don't recall really. I didn't speak to her. I don't think she even said anything for me to, like, you know, draw my focus. So I can't really say too much about Godly. Tardy. The first impression that I got on Tardy was, this girl will literally do anything to win, like go above and beyond. And I say that because y'all seen the videos of the semifinalists. Y'all know what she's about. Tardy, she just gave me, literally, she came here, she's not messing around. She'll literally do anything by any means necessary. Like that day that I seen her in the semifinalists, she really gave me, she's gonna walk out of here getting picked vibes. Like if she wasn't getting picked, she wasn't having it. I don't know, like I didn't really have nothing too crazy to think about her besides I need to personally step my game up, because I looked at her and I said, this girl will literally do anything to walk out of here being one of the 15 or one of the 10 originally. So that's really the only thing I thought of Tardy. 305. So as far as 305, I don't know. I'm weird. I'm a Gemini and I'm very weird. It's either I think I'm a bangs with you or I think I'm not gonna like you. And I'm not gonna say I didn't think I was gonna like 305. I would say that, I don't want to say this and sound like a hater, like her drive was, it's not hating, it's just her drive, like to want to collab with all of us. Because when we ended up getting picked, that's really when I actually spoke to her. Like I didn't speak to her before that. I didn't even really notice her much when we was competing in the semifinalists. But it was until the end of the semifinalists like video, after we got picked, when she was really like trying to be, you know, come together, kumbaya. And I'm like, girl, I don't even know you. You over here trying to talk about collabing and doing a video with me, like I don't even know you too, baby girl. Like, are you talking to me? Like that's really, but not even to say it on her, but that's really just me. Like when some people talk to me or approach me, I just be like, why are you talking to me? The drive definitely was there. I definitely saw the drive. It's like I'm just so uncomfortable talking to people that I don't know for like a long period of time. So just her trying to come to me like, yeah, what's your channel? Let's all subscribe to each other. Let's all be friends. And I was kind of like cringing, like, oh my God, you want to be friends with me? Why? But yeah, that was really it. That was really it for 305. I definitely did see the drive, because even before that, she had wrote me on Instagram, like as I said, and she was like, oh hey, well, do you want to stay in the B&B together? Do you want to travel back to Houston together? And I was kind of on some like, but why? But at the same time, I wasn't trying to get too close to any of the CBC girls, because and that's kind of why I put that bad thought in my head, because at this point I'm thinking each and every one of these girls here are competition. Each and every one of these girls are here competing for a spot. So I don't ever want to get too comfortable with somebody, or like, you know, be their friend and like I lose to them, or it's just something bad happens and I don't know their vibe. So that's really what it was, kind of, sort of. It wasn't like I'm trying to, you know, push her off, but I kind of didn't want to get too close to some people, because I just didn't want it to end up bad, and like I didn't want bad vibes and stuff like that. But 305, like I was just more so, she's very positive, and like, why is she trying to collab with me? Like, stop speaking to me. But that's really how she is though. She a hustler. She make her videos and she gonna hustle. So the next girl, Kaya Marsh, but y'all know her as Braids. Braids. So I actually met Braids the first time I came to Houston for the semifinalists, and I met her with Shahira, and I off rip didn't like Braids. Like I couldn't tell you why. I was there with a friend of mine first, and I was telling my friend like, why they pick this? Like what the fuck? Like who is this girl? Like, oh my God. But as we were doing the semifinals, it's crazy because the day before we went to semifinalists, I was speaking to her, and I was on the rooftop with her and Shahira at the hotel we stayed in, because coincidentally we stayed at the same hotel, and I was really just trying to feel her vibe out. You know, at first I said in my head, I know for a fact I'm not gonna like this girl. Like I'm really not gonna like this girl. But you know, once you get to know Braids is to love Braids. yeah, but after that, after we got picked for semifinalists, it was like that. It was like cool. Next girl is J Time. JJ. I actually did see Jay. I seen Jay standing, when we were lining up, I've seen Jay standing by herself at the door. And my first impression on Jay was, I think I had like a blank mind looking at Jay. But the fact that she wasn't saying anything and she wasn't next to nobody, I kind of didn't really have nothing to say about her. I was just kind of looking at her like, okay, another girl here. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It wasn't really like a make or break impression. It was just like, she's there. Hannah, aka Braces, as you may say, aka Queen Hannah. Hannah. I literally did not notice Hannah's existence until there was a part in the semifinalists where they asked her to step out of the circle and eat the sandwich that she didn't finish. So my first impression with her was like, damn girl, why you ain't finish the sandwich? They gave us 10 minutes to finish the freaking sandwich. You ain't finish the freaking sandwich? When they actually gave her a chance, well, when they actually told her to step out the circle and finish the sandwich that she didn't finish, I was just looking at it like, yep, she ain't gonna get picked. Like, for me, like she ain't finished her sandwich, so you know what I'm saying? You gonna cross that one off the list. Come to find out she got picked, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I didn't really have nothing that I thought about for Hannah. I really literally only saw her when that one time when, you know, she was asked to finish the challenge. It's Momo. All right, we can do that with it. Momo. Momo actually was on the same plane as me, and it's weird because she knew the plane we took. She wrote me and she DM'd me and she was like, did I just see you on the plane? And I was like, oh shoot, that was you. We were literally sitting like right next to each other on the plane. But it's crazy how she knew that. I didn't really have nothing, I didn't think no malicious thoughts about Momo. I was just like, oh wow, like that's crazy how you know, we were sitting next to each other on a plane coming to Houston for that same reason. Mind you, we don't even live in the same state. I think she lives down south and I live, you know, up north. Momo was actually one of the few people that I spoke to a lot during, you know, the semifinalists. Because, you know, at the same time I did say, like, I wasn't trying to make no hardcore friends. But it is hard being in an environment that you know nothing about by yourself. So, you know, but apart from Braze and, damn, damn, brain fart. Can't think of nobody else. Shahira. Apart from Braze and Shahira, Momo was just like a friendly face to me. When we had a little break time in between challenges, like, you know, I remember me turning to, you know, my left or my right and like talking, like having a little side chit chat with Momo. So I thought she was pretty cool. Next one is Leontra, aka Shorty. When I first seen Shorty, that whole size-ish, like it didn't really mean nothing to me because the fact of the matter is, like, I met Braids first and Braids has such like a strong personality. I was like, clearly size really don't mean nothing. As far as anything else, like while filming, I wasn't really paying too much attention to Leontra or Shorty. The parts where Leontra actually did speak, she came off to me like as a sweet girl. So I don't really have nothing too crazy to say about Leontra. I was just like, she's so little and cute. That was really like. Next on the list, Honey. Real Queen Honey. What's her name in the show? Blondie. Off rip, I banged with Blondie. Like, at first, when I first caught that glimpse of her, I was looking at her like, oh, she a little tall one. Like, girl, why she give me Bronx vibes. And I think I ended up asking her, like, where you from? And she told me that where she currently resides, but she told me she's from the Bronx. And I was like, you see, Bronx people can tell Bronx people. So off rip, I kind of like clicked with Honey and her vibe. Like, I never even a second thought. Like, I wanted Honey to be in it. Jazz, well, as you may know, Squad Girl. Besides that one, I didn't really pay attention. It's a lot of people that I wasn't really paying attention to. Damn, that's crazy. I didn't really pay attention to Squad Girl like that until Carmen had asked her to do those squats, and you know, she was jumping up with it like 1, 2, 3, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all all seen the same parts that I was watching. But other than that, I didn't really have nothing crazy on my head thinking of her. Like, my first impression was, you better do them squats, girl. You better do them squats. Next, for ZZ. Did I pay attention to ZZ? My first impression of ZZ was, I was like, damn, this girl always in my face. Not literally in my face, but I was like, damn. I see this girl, like she wanna make it be known that she's here and she's present. And that's really the only impression that I had from ZZ. I was like, she really wanna make it be known that she's here. Which is a good thing. You're supposed to wanna be known. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to wanna be known. You gotta wanna be picked. So that's really all I thought of ZZ. When she spoke, I just looked at her like, it was really just blank thoughts when I looked at ZZ. I was like, all right. You want to get picked too. On the half side of the fence, certain girls was like, you're not saying nothing, you're not doing much to want to be picked. And then on the other side, it was the girls that was like, damn, you ain't messing around, you came here to slay. And the last girl is Jakari Ariane. What was Jakari? Undercover. As far as Undercover, my first impression was she thinks she the shit. Just because like her presence, her stance, her aura, how she came and approached, you know, the questions that Carmen asked her, it was always like a firm answer. It was always on some like, I know I'm gonna get picked. Like after today, I know I'm getting picked. So that was really my first impression of Jakari or Undercover. Was, yeah, she was another one like, oh yeah, you know you hot shit, huh? And like no bad thoughts. These were just like my impressions of people, and as I said before, I didn't speak to anybody at all. But this is just how I felt when I first seen them, when I first spoke to them, when I first came across them, when I first came across their page. This is just how I felt in the beginning. That's it, that's all, none more, none less. Anyways, thank you for tuning in to another video. Make sure to follow all my socials down below in the description box, and I'm gonna see y'all in another video. Bye.